Oh, hello. How's it going, you lot? I was having far too much fun the other day trying to get this to run. Chuckling to myself as all of you lot probably shouting at the screen as I was playing around with that pull start. Anyway, we're going to have a little break with that. I charged up this Savage, ready to go and take it for a bit of a run yesterday. But it was perfectly pouring down all day long. I mean, it was the best pour of rain I've seen for years. But that's a good thing in a way because it's a nice consistent pour of rain. But it wasn't good because I'm not really into driving around RC cars in the rain. You get wet, you get cold, everything gets muddy. Not for me. So I didn't do that. But what I think we might do today is get a T-Maxx going. Yes, I've got a T-Maxx that needs radio gear. So I think we'll get some radio gear. We'll nick it out of one of the other cars. I've got a couple of cars on some shelves. I haven't got any spare gear. We'll nick some gear out of that. And we'll see if all the servos and everything work on a T-Maxx. Yay! Does that sound like fun to you? Well, it sounds like fun to me. So, you know, you can come along for the ride if you want to. If not, go and do something else. It's completely up to you. But I would rather you come with me. Yes, I would. Rather you come with me. Come on. I have actually got in this drawer, what have we got in this drawer? See, I've got one of these, but it's not very good. Look, the aerial there is, this camera's never going to focus. Never going to focus on it there, John. But the aerial's ripped there. So that means that this part of the antenna there is more or less useless. And it'll only really work from there. So the range is rubbish. But for the purpose of testing, it'll be okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll use that receiving box, and I'll just have to get the batteries back out of that other one, put them in the What's-It one, the Fly Sky one, and we'll test it. But I won't be able to really go for a test drive with that receiver because I've done it before and it loses connection after about a couple of millimeters. Anyway, let's do that. I think that's a good plan. But after that, we need to work out a tank. Because the tank on that T-Maxx has got a hole in it. It's got a crack in it. And this one has got a broken tab thing for the hinge on the... And I've also lost the lid. The lid's gone somewhere and so has the spring. I don't know where they've gone. So I think there's little mice or little gremlins or minions or something that come in here overnight and move stuff around. Or maybe it's a ghost. I don't know. I just don't know. But something happens. So we'll work something out. I could put like a washer. See that little tab there's snap it off. So I could maybe put like a washer or something there and put the screw through or do something. Or I could just forget about it altogether and just leave the crack and have the nitro going everywhere. I'll put the towel down, so let's have a look. These T-Maxxes are crazy. Whenever I get a T-Maxx on the bench, you lot fight over it. You all fight over it, honestly. It's just ridiculous. I want the T-Maxx. Can I buy the T-Maxx? Can I have that T-Maxx? Can I buy that T-Maxx off you? I'll buy that T-Maxx when you want to sell it. It's like I've got a constant flow of people fighting over a T-Maxx. I've actually got another one that I got the other day that that will be on here soon when I get around to it. I'll kind of leave them. I'm a bit more patient these days in my older age, whereas I used to be quite impatient. And I used to, as soon as I get a car, I'd be unboxing it immediately and looking at it immediately, and any other project that was on the bench would go off the bench and all this rubbish. But these days, when I get something, it can sit in a box for weeks. I'm not overly bothered about it these days. So yeah, I've changed a lot, which is bizarre really. But patience, you know, get fed up with having stuff everywhere. Cars half looked at, you know. So that goes in there. This is a reverse, so that can go on channel 3. So we'll put that one in first because then it'll be easier. Channel 2, channel 3. Right. And then I've got to try and, I can use a humpage pack pack of humping. Where's the humping pack? There it is. I can use that. And we can, oh, I ain't got a switch, have I? Oh, come on, John. Right, well, don't worry about a switch for now. I'm not going to better test drive it with this receiver anyway. We're just playing around, just trying to see if the radio, if the servos and that work. That's the aim of the game for today. Do the radios, do the servos, do all them things work there, John? Well, that receiver works. We know that. That servo works. We can see that. Let me take the batteries out of here. Put them back in the flying sky. And then we can go from there. This transmitter was a bit dicky. It was a bit weird. 1 minute, well, it didn't work at all, and then all of a sudden I was playing around with it, and then, oh my giddy aunt, what are you doing? I was playing around with it, and all of a sudden it burst into life, and it stayed in life as well, so that was good. But now I've taken the batteries out of it, it's probably not going to be that way. So that can go there, that can go there, and then we've got to put the little gay thing across. Yes. I chuckled to myself when it makes me laugh. I think some of you lot probably don't. I'm playing around with bloody pull starts and radios and batteries and all sorts, and you're probably sitting there thinking, what on earth am I sitting here watching this bollocks for? Right. That works. That works. Doesn't work very well, mind you. It might be because we've got... What we got this set on? Savage 21. I don't really want to move all the end stops and whatever else. What we'll do is we'll just move the... Well, this servo's probably on in the wrong orientation because there's no screw in the end of it. I could put this screw in the end of it. Look. Let's put this screw in the end. Is that the right one? No. That the right one? Yeah. We can put this screw in there. Just a random screw I just found. So I'll put that in there. There we go. That's that done. Now we've got no throttle is no throttle. Full throttle is brakes. Oh my God, what are you doing to me? I don't want to change my model. SP10 HTT, don't know what that is. FG4. Alright, we'll put it on FG4. How do we reverse? That's the one. Number 1. Number 2. We want that one. I can't remember how you do these bloody things. I think it's that one. Normal. That's it. So it looks like it was in a good place, but now I've put it to normal rather than reverse. We've not got the right. So we need to undo that again. Lift that up. Put that to 0 there. Right. Right. Kind of. Aye. Put in the comments, do you like this type of video? I mean, I wanted to get out and drive these around, you know, but the bloody weather. Endpoints. Back, we don't want that. No, piss off, I don't want that. No, how do you... Right, there you go. Endpoint. Channel 2. 55. Forward. 102. No! What is the matter with you? I hate these radios. I bloody hate these radios. Right. No, we don't want 3. Go back. No, don't go that way. There. I want number 2, please. No! Piss off. No! What is the matter with this? Number 2. Right. Go. Not backwards though. No. I hate this radio. I don't want back. I want forwards, and I want to be able to turn it up. Right. There we go. 87%, and we've got full throttle. And we've got brakes as well. Right, that's what we want. Go. Back. Brilliant. Lovely. We've got steering. Right, have we got anything to do with the reverse? Channel 3. There we go. Channel 3 does the forward and reverse. Seems to work. But whether it works inside the gearbox is a different story. But it does its thing anyway. I don't think that comes out any more than that. Looks a little bit sticky. Looks a little bit slow. But I think it is doing its job. I think it's alright. We won't really know until we try and drive it, but I might have to adjust the little collets on the end there so that it pulls the rod in and out a bit better. I don't know. We might have to play around with it. But anyway, we know that that works then. All the servos work. I just need to get a better receiver. I'll have to nick one out of another car, but they've all got bad receivers in as well because they're all just testing receivers. I use these ones as testing really because, as I say, the distance is no good because the aerial's snapped a little bit there. As far as this tank goes, I don't really know what to do with this tank. I mean, I don't really know if I'm honest. Right, let's get rid of that battery. Where's the receiver box? There it is. I'm going to put this inside this receiver box for now. I wanted to button it up, but I'm not going to keep going on about it, but I haven't got a good receiver. So I could... Do you know what? I could just test it with this receiver and just be done with it. And say, see you later, alligator. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to work very well. I know it ain't. Because the antenna's all broken. A lot of people don't realise, you know, if your antenna's nipped or broken in any way, it'll impede how it works massively. Because it goes down the chain, you know. It's as simple as that. I mean, there's nothing more to it. Nothing more to it. That don't fit in there very well there, John. But we'll ignore it anyway, because it's different. Right, this tank. Yeah, the crack looks like it's at the bottom of the tank. So let's take the tank off and we'll have a look. Look, it's everywhere. What a bloody piece of jam sandwich. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't think I could really ask for any better than that. Do you know what I mean? It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Once we get these screws out, we'll be well away. Yeah, I could use a soldering iron. I could. There's a few different methods I could just put tape over it. I could just put duct tape over it. I mean, it would work. I've got oil and fuel resistant tape. I could use that over the crack, you know. And there's a few different things I could do. Let's take that off of there. Let's take that off of there. Now, I think... Bloody hell. Bloody hell, John. All over me, Matt. It could have been leaking. I'm pretty sure there is a crack. I might go and fill it up with water. There's a crack there. I think it's coming out of that crack there, if I'm honest. I could go and fill it up with water, and then we'll see exactly where it's leaking. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go fill it up with water. Right. Bear with me. I'm going to go fill it up with water. Right. So we've got water in it. And the crack is on this leg. Yeah. And if I do that, it's only a little crack, but obviously once this tank's under pressure, that's when it all comes out. Don't know whether you can see it dripping there. I know this camera doesn't focus well. It's like a fixed focal point action camera thing that you're on at the moment. Might be a bit cramped inside there. My apologies for that, but I'm trying to do my best for you. Anyway, so there, the crack's on this leg, and it just dribbles out. But obviously, once this goes under pressure, it starts to come out a bit more rapidly. So, I'm going to go and empty the water out. And I think what we'll do is we'll just put a bit of super glue on that crack. I reckon that'll probably hold it. So, we'll try that. Believe it or not, I'm starting to run out of super glue. I've been using it for everything. Oh, this one looks like it's seen better days. Oh, that's not good, that one. That's gone hard. Oh no, John, I'm running out of soupy glue. Right, I'll have to go and find some more. Right, I've got this one. Hopefully this one's it's not gone hard and dry. What leg was it that was lit? Ah, there it is. Hopefully you can see the crack. It's just there on that leg. So let's put a little bit of that on there. A little bit of super glue around there. Whether it'll hold up, I don't know, but I've fixed cracks like this in the past, and I think it will be alright. So we'll just leave that in there like that. That can set. That's better. Like that. That's the one. Don't want it running away. I want it to stay on the crack. I don't want it running away. We'll leave that there to dry, and then we'll come back, put the tank back in, and see if it holds nitro. Oh, I've been off, made a cup of coffee, and had a look about. Let's see if this is set. No. It's tacky. This super glue takes a while to set. I might put it in front of the fire. Get it a bit warm. I'm just going to go, I've got a gas fire down there. I'm just going to put it in front of the fire. Warm it up a little bit. Just warm this glue up a little bit. Try and get it to set. I want it to set, you know, at least so it stays in place when I put it back on the car, because obviously it's going to go the other way around, and I don't want it to run down the leg and come away from the crack. I want it to stay on the crack, and I want it to set, obviously, otherwise there's no point in doing it. May work, may not. Some of you aren't fans of my attempts to remedy problems, but super glue is a great way of mending a crack in, you know, plastic or whatever. Fuel tanks. I've had probably, in fact I think a tank on my Savage 21 has got a crack in it, and I think I did mend that with super glue. It works really well. You know, obviously super glue's got to set, but it does work if it's just a small crack. If it's an actual gaping bloody crack, you know, that's actually split, that's a different story. But if you've just got a little crack like this one and it just weeps a bit, super glue can be the one. You know, it can be the method. I've got a load of oil or something all over the lens there. My apologies, you're probably getting a bit frustrated with that. I'll clean it off. That's a bit better, isn't it? Blimey. My usual camera that I normally film with is finally gone for repair. It's at Sony. Well, it's not at Sony. Last time the place I sent it to Sony because they couldn't do it, so I had to go direct to Sony. But this time I think I use a place called, what is it? DKVS, I think they're called. Visual or whatever they are. And bloody fantastic repair company. You know, they can repair cameras, lenses, all kinds of equipment like that. Yeah, they would just mend it. It's great. You just give it to them, they mend it. There's no, oh, this and all that, and this might well and that. It's just done. Mended. Brilliant company. So my proper camera is over there, so I'm using this little, I don't know what it is, it's like a little cube thing. Pretty interesting. Anyway, this is setting now. My hand is literally on fire. Let's go and put it back on the car. I-ho, it's off to work we go. Right, let's put this on. And what I should do really is just give that a bit of a wipe, because it was a bit gammy and a little bit oily. So we'll give that a bit of a wipe over. Look at that. That's the best thing I've ever seen in my life, that is. I don't know about you. If you've seen better, tell me. If you haven't, well, what can I say? And then we'll screw this tank. And I know I can already hear you. Some of you lot that are worriers and panickers and all that are going to be going, but you put water in it. Now it's not going to run, it's going to ruin your engine, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. All bollocks, my friends. It's not going to make any difference. The fact that I used water to find where the leak was. I could have flushed it out before I put the tank back in. All you do is you either let it dry, you can blow air through it, or what the bloody hell happened there? Or you just stick a bit of nitro in it, shake it around, and then drain it out. Right? And that nitro will take the water with it. I haven't done that. But what I'll do is, in a minute, I'll put a bit of nitro in it. I'll blow down the pressure pipe that goes into the top of the tank, the one that would normally come from the exhaust. And that'll blow that bit of nitro out, along with any water that may well be left in that tank. Kids are screaming. Back in a minute. So I'm back. They're watching blimmin' horror films. Not horror films, they're watching, what's it like? Paranormal Unexplained, or whatever it's called. Oh dear. I just leave the kids in there, do you know what I mean? They go and watch whatever they want while I'm doing all this kind of stuff. I heard a, ah! I thought, what's going on in there? We're in there, they're watching, I don't know, someone's got some kind of ghost or something in their house, and it's following them around. I love them sort of programs. Paranormal, Unexplained, and all this kind of stuff. It's brilliant, man. Brilliant. Leave in the comments, do you believe in ghosts, paranormal, Bigfoot, the Yeti, aliens, all that kind of stuff, you know? The Matrix, all that stuff. Do you believe in all that kind of thing? Or do you think it's all a load of rubbish just for fun, and we're actually, you know, we are alone and all that kind of stuff? Should have put that pipe on. Hey, John! Should have put that pipe on first. So now I'm just going to get a little pair of pliers and get that pipe on there. That's the main fuel line, so now that's now on. Hopefully that's not the cause of a leak. I should get the water out really. Nah, that'll be alright. Let's get some nitro. We still got the, oh, we still got this, look, and it's still got electric in it, so that's a good sign. We'll get some nitro. That's off. Let me go and get the other bottle of nitro. Let me go and get the other bottle of nitro. Right, I know you're going to ask me, what is this? And this, I don't know. Last time I used hurricane fuel. This time we've got, I don't know what this is. This is the bottle of mixtured up fuel. So we'll put that in there. Loads of it, so it all leaks out probably. Hopefully that super glue had enough time to set. I'm looking now to see if it's leaking, and I can't see it leaking yet. I don't think. So we'll prime this engine. You cock, have you just seen what I'm doing? Have you noticed what I'm doing? I'm blowing down this pipe into the bloody exhaust. Needs to be the other way round, you idiot. Why didn't anyone say anything? You never tell me, do you? You always let me make these mistakes. Bloody hell, man. Right. Whoa, far too much. Blew out the carburetor. Perfect. It's going to be flooded now. Flooded now and it won't turn over, I bet. You watch. Whoa, nearly. Oh. Oh, that is so close. Check that out. I've just realised, now you're in a really small, dinky little camera box, not a big, massive film camera that I normally use. You're in a little one. I can put you over there, and you can get this angle. How cool is that? Let's give it a little bit of a helping hand. Warm it up a little bit. It might be that glow plug wire is not all the best. Or it may not be, I don't know. I think it'll be alright. Let's open up the throttle, put a little bit of hot air. What you can do if your car won't start with that, Will, just blow a little bit of hot air down the carburetor into that crankcase. It will warm it up inside. Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Do that. Let's just try another glow starter just to see if it is this wire that's playing up. Because it nearly went then, didn't it? It went. So close every time. Nearly went then. Wonder why that is. Let's play around with this. Take this. Let's take this glow plug out a little bit. Not a little bit. We'll take it out all the way, and just make sure that it is glowing. Oh, I didn't undo it. I thought I unscrewed it. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Let's see what it's all about. Have we got glowage? We have got glowage. It's not the best though, is it? Either that glow starter's flat, or that glow plug's not very good. Oh, it is glowing, look. It's not glowing right to the very end though, but it is glowing. So we'll give this plug another go. If not, if it still won't go, I'll put a new plug in it and see if that will get us going. Are we leaking yet? No. I think my little fix there has done that. I think my little fix has done that. I don't know what happened there. Come on, John! John! What are you doing? Bloody hell. He's a nightmare today. Get out of there. Get out of there, I said. Phew. I need to get one of these little spanner things with the little pinchers on it that holds the plug. It makes it a lot easier. I had one, I had a few, but the little pincher things broke. Right, let's try this glow starter, because that's the one that worked before. It didn't work before, but it one little whoop and that's it. Oh, so close. Haha, that was so close yet so far. Fair enough. Well, oh dearie me, where's the charger for that? No, I don't want that one. Alright, I'll go and put another battery on charge for that starting one and we'll go again. Right, so I've got a little drawer full of plugs here. We've got different glow plugs. That's a nice little glow plug. We'll see if that one works. If that one works, we'll put that plug in. Pretty sure the plug is the problem because it wasn't glowing to the end. A bit like, well, that one glows quite nicely, but it doesn't quite glow to the end either. So we'll get one of these HSP ones. I don't necessarily like opening glow plugs unless I really have to, because they're bloody expensive these days. You're looking at about £8 for one plug, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous price of glow plugs. So I don't like putting new ones in unless I really have to. And this one was firing, so it must be okay-ish, but it's not firing, you know, it's not actually running. So we'll try this new plug with a new washer and we'll see. Some people put new plugs in willy-nilly now. I mean, they just put a new plug in for the sake of it, and it's just, oh my god, more money than sense, those type of people. Oh, I just put a new plug in. What did it not run? Was the old plug in? Oh, I just put a new one in just for the sake of it, just so it's fresh. Bollocks. Put a new plug in just so it's fresh. So what an absolute waste of money. Do you know what I mean? Jesus, some people have more money than bloody sense. Right, here we go. Here we go. Is that going to be the problem? Shout at the screen now. Well, it was trying. I'll give it that. It was trying. I think it's... What we got? That goes one way in. Bloody hell, that was well out. 1, 2, 3. That's still not leaking, so that's good. Let's give this a proper heat up. We've got a new plug in it now. Got a new plug. We've got air going in. We did have fuel going in. We'll give it a proper heat up and see if that does anything. I had it running the other day. It ran lovely. It was like a dream. In fact, I thought I was dreaming. I pinched myself several times and said, Orinoco, are you dreaming? And I said, no, I'm not dreaming, I'm fully awake. And my heat gun has run out of battery. So that's great. Don't need it anyway. Right, let's put a little bit of nitro straight down the old carburetor. Come on, John. Where are we? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Far too much. Perfect. Oh, where's the... We're not getting anything, are we? We're not getting anything. Not even... earlier on we would get... Oh, maybe that's... Let's try this one. You cock. That was flat. Why didn't you say anything? You're not very good anymore. I mean, you used to shout and say, look, that's flat. But now you don't, you know. What's the matter with you? You're going downhill, man. The best running thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, that is top of the range. That engine actually runs minty. The whole reason why it was taking so long to start was because this glow starter was flat. I'll leave that new glow plug in it. I'll keep that other plug as a tester plug. I'll leave the new one in it. So we fixed the tank. That's great. We know the servos work. That's great. I think there is an issue inside that gearbox because even if I move that all the way out, we had no gears. Move it all the way in, we have no gears. There's something dicky inside that box. So, you know, maybe I'm not going to test drive that one, this one soon. I don't know yet. We'll see. I've got a few people that are after this, so I may sell it on as running with everything that works, but gearbox issues. We'll see. See if I've got time to delve into that box. I may do, I may not do. I've got quite a lot of other stuff to do, and I've got some other cars to do, other cars to mend, blah blah blah. You know the crack. So I might just sell it on as that. But it's a running Nitro car, a running T-Maxx. Hopefully, wherever it goes, it will be repaired and be used as a running T-Maxx, because that is exactly what it is. Everybody loves a T-Maxx. And on that note, I'll leave you lot for the next one. Take care. Be nice to people. Be kind to people. Love life. Don't take people's kindness and generosity for granted, because they're a nice, good person. And if you take it for granted, it makes you not a very nice person. If you like T-Maxxes, if you like Nitro cars, if you like cage truggies, buggies and other kinds of things, and if you like getting old Nitro cars up and running, think about sticking around, because that's primarily what I do. I get old barn fine Nitro cars for as little as I possibly can pay for them. I'll get them up and running again and put them back into the stream of other Nitro cars out there. Nitro's coming back, yeah? You won't believe the amount of people that are buying Nitro cars, and they're realising that all you need is a bit of patience and learn about them, and they're great fun, which is true. I'll catch you later. Thanks for being here.